All right, ready to get underway. Here's the third baseman, Hayes. Popped up, Little under it. Makes the catch for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Glass. And there's the strike. No score, just getting started, top of the first. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Got him looking. Satchel really humming down. Next to hit, Smith. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bates leading things off and takes a strike. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. And no throw. He's into first easily. And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Here's the center fielder, McDonald. And that one fouled off.
At the ball.
Satchel comes to the plate.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Murray in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering upstairs. Popped in the air. Left field. Sanders brings it in with a nice running grab. Taylor getting ready to hit. In there for strike 1. On a line, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot. Mason, pressure spot for him. Bases loaded and 2 gone. The next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
He had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the 2-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star, and he was just that. He was not only the Negro League's biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history. like your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet.
Life's too short, you should be getting it. Wanna get in this gut? If you knew better, you would. Gotta go hard in the paint. Got a night ride when they call it a day. All work, no play. Crank up the ball in the chain. Drop off on all.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's the left fielder, Harvey. Line drive. Sends it to first. And a quick out, number one. Marshall stands in now and watches strike one. And ball one.
Boog, you know who else said Satchel had the hardest fastball he'd ever seen? Cardinals Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, Dizzy, of course, one of the great pitchers and hard throwers of the 30s and 40s. Marshall started after it. Gordon getting ready to hit the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball could be two. To second, that's one. And a run scores on the double play.
Boog, how about that note?
So digging in, Gordon. And the pitch. In for a strike. That's strike one. And that one fouled off. Going to count 1 and 2. Satchel comes to the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's even up. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, right side. Stops it on a slide. Over to Jackie. They get one. They get the out, but the run scores on the Twin. Now the third baseman, Gordon. The pitch. Here's a strike. Next pitch misses, and the count even 1 and 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No outs. Runners at first and third. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And now the first baseman, Parker. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. There's a strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Dive, and he's got it. Robinson tossed to second. Double play. What a twin.
Baby girl mad that I won't. I don't give on a discount. Funny how I'm eating more than I ever ate, but you check it.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
Now the left fielder, Harvey. The pitch. That just misses. And this one is off and running. Next offering is in for a strike. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber, kicks and fires.
2 balls.
And there's a
1
ball. A lot of pitchers with great command or great velocity, but having both is so rare. Satchel was one of the special few.
I mean, 105 with the ability to spot it all over the place, just ridiculous.
Next offering way upstairs.
You know, Ryan Helsley dialed it up to 104 miles per hour in 2022. To think Satchel was doing it 80, 90 years before that is just crazy.
And he walked him. And the batter now, Harvey. And the pitch. Strike on the outside. And we're underway. That one hit to right. Bradley makes the grab, 1 down. Marshall batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next one in the dirt. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Reese. That one's in there, 0-1. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next pitch is outside. In the dirt. On to O'Neal. That ends the frame.
One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neal, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard him." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth, there were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hate." But the legendary Buck O'Neal always said if he had one game to win, And any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
How did we get here?
And now Cole and a pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. That is strike two. One down on a 3-pitch strikeout. Now it's going to be Gordon.
0-1.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Singy, the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. Parker in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Strike two. Can Satchel really do this?
The game is changing. I do the best that I can to attain it. If we got to gamble, I bet on myself, all that other games.
Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
And in comes Cleveland's ageless Satchel Paige to mount the mound for the Tribe.
And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Rose. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. So here comes Satchel into the game in relief. And it's fouled away. That misses.
1 ball,
And the
2
count
strikes.
1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. The ageless rookie sets down another. And now Green. First offering misses the mark. In there at the knees, and the count even at 1. Lined into left center, base hit. So up next, Palmer. 0-1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Satchel gets through his
dirty, yeah. With that, like I feel roses on my tail. Hey, one more word.
On to the bottom of the 8th, and here is Michaels. Strike one. Well, Satchel's a rookie today, but he's got a long professional history in Cleveland. Back in 1931, Satchel pitched 5 games with the Cleveland Cubs, and then, of course, he pitched in Cleveland with other teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Crawfords. That one lifted to left. Snyder moving under this one. And it's caught for the out.
Those Crawfords teams of the early 30s, Boog, right up there with the best ever in baseball.
That's right. Paige, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell. Just ridiculous. And a swing and a miss there. Next pitch in the dirt. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one in the air center field. Fox settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Next pitch is popped up. Reed pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. The line to kick the pitch. Harrison can't hold up, and that's a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Fly ball to right. Then there's one down. Bates swings through it for strike 1. Next offering is foul back. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Paige winds and fires. That one missed. That's to third, and it goes just foul. Next one just misses. The count now 2-2. Next offering in the dirt, and the count is filled up. Stays alive. Here's Satchel with the payoff pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Fox snags it on the run. And a foul ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Fox has this one sized up. Ball game.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906, which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that long hit off of Satchel? the legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the...
Ready to go now, and the batter will be the shortstop, Hill. And he lays down a bunt. Fires over to first. Beats him to the bag for an out on the bunt. Murray in the box now. No balls and a strike. Satchel making him look foolish.
No, Boog, Satchel was 59 when he pitched this game, at least officially. Well, we're both in our early 50s, and I can't imagine how he did it. Makes me hurt just thinking about it. He'd tell you a million different reasons why he was able to keep playing so long. Not sure which of them I'd believe, though.
Next offering is fouled back.
One of Satchel's rules for staying young was to avoid fried meats. That's one you live by, right, Boog?
Well, unless I'm in Philadelphia. The throw to first. 2 gone now. Sherman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. He swings and fouls one off. Got it by him for the K. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Rose. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. The number of stories around Satchel are endless. One of my favorites, the rocking chair he had next to the bullpen for this game for the Kansas City A's.
Charles Finley, who owned the A's, also had a nurse out there to rub Satchel's arm with special oils. Tremendous showmanship, and then he went out and dominated the Red Sox.
Benson takes it himself. Satchel just keeps rolling along. Leonard stands in now and watches strike 1. Now 1-1.
You know, after this game, Red Sox legend Carl Yastrzemski gave Satchel a big hug. One legend showing respect to another. And you know what? The fans gave Satchel a curtain call after he left the mound as well.
And fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And down on strikes. The old man keeping these hitters in check. Santiago leading things off and takes a strike. Out towards right center field. Stewart pulls it in on the run. Swinging a foul straight back. In the air, right side. Murphy puts it away, and there's 2 down. Moss in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. Struck.
Without question, Satchel Paige was the Negro League's biggest and brightest star. The man would ride into towns, and the entire towns would shut down to watch him pitch. Everyone wanted to see the old man do his thing. Was he a little bit disheartened when he wasn't the first to break baseball's color barrier? Of course he was, because in many ways, he was the Negro League's And I'm not sure there's any more lore or legend surrounding any one athlete. Perhaps it's because we don't really know how old he truly was, and because he dazzled us for decades. By the time he ended his career, he was either 59 or maybe 69 years old, and he was still getting it done. Only the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige.